Barely the type of champ you'd normally think Impact would excel on, and he has to blind pick it into Kaza, which makes it a little more difficult. But overall, I love the new picks that we're seeing here in Game 4 Fearless.
Yep, Zehen will be coming through, as you said. I feel like it kind of plays somewhat similar to...
They can potentially punish this with the Leona.
Going to be able to land the stun, and now comes Darkwings, and Kryra has no passive. Kryra might just be dead. Even if you flash, I don't think you're getting out of this one. That's first blood going to Hambach again.
Top 3, they're going to have to... Even if they win their first lower bracket match, they both have to win in order to face each other just to make it into top 3. So a lot of fun League of Legends coming up in the LCS. We got Saturday, Sunday this week, and then the last 2 weeks are Friday, Saturday, Sunday to conclude these playoffs.
Oh, he's going to get caged in. Hambach is here. There's the Q. Can he get out? It doesn't look like it. Great CC chain from Hambach and their team. So maybe you're feeling stressed from that angle, right? Of like, we got to pick over their team, take all the players we wanted from their team, and now we might lose to the team we stole all the players from.
Good point. Twice, because they lost to them in week 1 as well.
As third Grub going to be going over the way.
To just a lost chapter, but Kryra's looking in River like he wants to make something happen.
Yeah, Darkwing's pop that goes very early, so wants to threaten with the cage here, but Call Me is behind him. Castle fighting on the top side against Impact. Call Me goes in, the charm does not connect, and now the CC is coming in. He gets burst down in a hurry. Double bubble comes out from Lions as Jet is pushing forward. Jet gonna Valk over the wall, gets that kill. Hambach in some trouble. Rahel has arrived. Can they make it happen? They're trying to focus down Hambach, but they don't have the damage. It looks like Hambach still alive. It's a double for Rahel. Kryra ults, flashes out to save.
Call Me tried to be sacrificial for his team, but the burst is so... We can probably win the fight, but they lose the turnaround.
Castle about to get solo killed. That is an Ignite ticking, not a solo kill, excuse me, as who he was.
Who might have been counterpicked and might have fallen pretty far behind, has hit his Trinity Force and is looking very strong. So, you know, too early to call it, but we are definitely... But with Herald being put in mid lane by Sentinels, it seems like it's probably too tough to defend.
Nice timing on the bubble there, does catch Hui, but it means he doesn't bounce back, and he's going to lock down Kryra. Kryra, great timing on the W, though. Absorbs so much of that MF damage. Helps to keep him alive, but Mundo with no ulti is kind of useless. Impact trying to stack up the Cultivation of War, does use his ult. Castle still has his. Maybe that's the edge that lets them fight.
I think it's actually the edge that lets Ari get some plates. So overall, that would be good. They're going to give up the Drake, but at least they're trading it for something on the other side. Call Me getting some plates. Castle actually is spotted by Darkwings. Might end up falling here.
Ooh, good counter-strike. Block the flash Q from Hui. The stun does not land, and Darkwings can't finish him off. So, yeah, they do lose the Dragon. They get some plates on the top side. Are going to actually finish off that turret, so that is really nice for them. And we're able to push in that mid-wave, so deny a couple minions. But still, it's a 3.4K gold lead. It's Impact going bot to grab a couple more plates. Nearly 4,000, as it does kind of slingshot back and forth based on the camps and minions getting picked up.
Yeah, and Impact also looking to be able to clean out this bot lane turret, thanks in part to the really delayed recall from Castle. So, nice plate sequence by Sentinels, dropping the Herald mid, clear out space, clear mid turret. It's definitely for the old school players, you know, Deathfire Grasp reimagined, rather than having to press DFG on the player. You just get to press it and have DFG on everyone.
And DSG is pushing forward here, trying to come back. Kryra does tag Rahel, who is put quite low. Doesn't want to commit anything more. And Rahel will be put low, but has the BT. And we'll just go heal up off the Wolves as Darkwings takes down that tower up on the top side. Again, Hui just utilizing the pressure that he has, you know, really moving around the map so well. Lions on the Nami obviously don't have that same ability. So Jed gonna get Q flash. Whoa. Beautiful combo coming through. Can they finish him off? Not just yet. Kryra is there as well. The cage gonna come out defensively, does keep Hambach safe, and now Kryra gonna get locked down. Kryra does have the ulti, but it's gonna be too late. Can't even get it off. Sentinels. Yeah, Call Me in the area. Lions here. They know they have to try something. Call Me's gonna go in, does land the charm, but it's just on Impact. And he has to flash right back out. Castle going in, 4-man counter-strike. Can he make something happen? The bubble comes through. Rahel is going to be shut down there by the Ari. Call Me on the run here, trying to get away. Charm going to be sidestep. Hambach is coming in behind him. He's going to go for the TP out. Can he get there? That was so close. Looks like he survives unless he burns down to the red buff, but he's going to get out. Nicely played there by Call Me as DSG solo laners making a game-saving play.
Wow.
That went from 5K to it's still in. Castle has that TP shield. Will they try to force a fight with it? The Grim Return going to miss there from Impact as some good poke coming out from DSG. The Corki's been landing some damage onto Darkwings as well as Hui, who has been chipped down a little bit. Castle going to be forced to use that Counter-Strike defensively, and that TP shield from the role quest will be expiring here pretty darn soon. Kryra as well as Sajed just trying to chip away, trying to get them low before the fight would break out.
Pretty good poke just from Mundo Cleavers. They have the sustain advantage with the Nami, so Castle's hoping that Sentinels try and push a little too far through, and then he can get a flank engage, but Impact doing a good job holding that bush.
Yeah, and they've lost control of the mid wave, so DSG has to now wait. They got to be careful. They're too far forward.
Yep. And
now comes Hombach going in on the engage, a bullet time over the top, and he's surely going to fall. Lives for a while. Castle trying to turn around. Sajed trying to get involved, but he's going to be exhausted, and he's got to run for it. Castle's going to get knocked down as Hombach goes on a rampage. Sentinels crush the fight. DSG were way overextended. Your Corky's on the mid wave, and they didn't back up.
Absolutely. Sentinels very coordinated, but that is basic stuff. Where Call Me...
The Ahri back into the cage, but that goes the other way as well, and now it is going to be Impact knocking down a tower here. 5.7K, the gold lead. DSG does have some scaling, but they have been stalled quite a lot here. Impact potentially going to get run down, trying to turn around, maybe look to stack this up. He's going to go for a TP play himself, but this one is not going to work. Tries to DPS champion, but does have a Void Staff already completed, and means the death cap is going to be pretty delayed. Hombach going to be looking for a pick, and there is Call Me. Now you see him, now you don't. He is knocked down in a hurry. Castle, though, trying to come in on the flank, tries to get in onto Hombach. Hombach interrupts the leap strike. Castle incredibly low, but still alive for now. Sajed going to flash forward, but he can't find the rocket under Rahel. Impact finds the grim return onto Sajed, and it is everyone from DSG falling. They are going down like fish in a barrel. Darkwings gets a double. Kryra is running away. DSG try to look for a play after their mid laner gets picked, but they just can't make it happen.
And Sentinels just have absolute tunnel vision onto Call Me. Every time he's on their screen, they're finding a new way to kill him. They just one-shot him at the start.
Passive with the strut, the additional move speed, hugs the wall, gets out, and Hombach now nearly a 2,000 gold lead. Both his carries on the bot side have an over 2,000 gold lead. And he has the GA, so he can kind of just full send it on Sajed, who feels like really the only kind of consistent damage threat that they have whatsoever at this point. Impact just kind of running things in the side lane at this point is level 16, and DSG are really falling out of this one now, down about 9,000 gold. Feels like it's about time to start thinking about Game 5.
Absolutely, that's likely what Ido is thinking about in the back. How is he going to prep Game 5 draft in this Fearless? Because Call Me is half dead again already. One big RW.
Yeah, but he got put down to about 20-30% before the heal from the Nami came through. And that wasn't even a big RR or anything like that. Was the activation of the actualizer. But is looking for that death cap now. Now the TP going to come out here from Castle. Can he find an angle? He's spotted already. Lion's going to try to look for the engage with the Nami wave. Doesn't really find anything. He's going to get in under Rahel. Can they knock him down? Great McHale's, but it doesn't matter as Calmy's going to be able to get the first kill on the other side, though. Sajed falls. Calmy's trying to run here from Impact. Darkwings, Impact, as well as Hombach looking for the fight. Hombach is low, but still has the GA, and now the Cultivation of War is stacked up. Impact is going to be fearless, has that revive ready. Won't need it, though. Going to be able to push in, looking for one-shots. And then you have Mountain Soul on top of that with a 10,000 gold lead. It gets almost impossible, you have to think, to be able to find a way back into this game.
Leona to be able to get in range to ult them with two waves of supers moving in. They're trying to play on this bottom cannon. I think they're strong enough to try and do this without Baron.
Oh, yeah. Darkwings just TP'd back with the death cap. And the actualizer is ready, so we'll see if he can get a one-shot. If he can set that up, would definitely be able to burst someone down in a hurry.
Yeah, 1,044 AP and an actualizer, so come on, Darkwings, let's see it.
That's like a QR one-shot from full, pretty much. But we are going to have that Mundo passive, keeping Kryra safe thus far. But now you have been triple inhibited, and the walls are closing in. We'll see if DSG can find a fight to delay the game a little bit. There's the cage coming through. Calmly going to look, does find the charm, but it is just onto Hui. Bubble's there to follow, but really, who cares? That's just the Leona you've landed your damage on, and Castle now getting chunked down there by Impact. The minions coming in, they're going to go for it. Here is the bullet time across multiple members. Castle's in the back line, but Rahel has the barrier. It's a double kill already for the Veigar. How much more can they get?
Oh, let's get a penta.
Flashing back. It's a triple for the Veigar. The bot lane's in the base. Darkwings is not going to get a penta, but he is going to help to send us to Game 5 with an 8-0-8 Veigar game.